This is old school form. And what happened was, with the advent of graphing calculators and computer programs for writing all these formulas and doing the graphing, everything works better on a graphing calculator if it's y equals. Fair enough? So I think that's the reason this form went away. It's probably not true, but we'll pretend it is for just a minute. But I'm going to show you what to do with this form. Multiply both sides by 1/16. Or divide both sides by what? 16. Okay? Divide both sides by, okay, I like that. I'm teaching ahead of the bell. Divide both sides by what? 16. And then simply do what? Add 1 to both sides. So what we're going to do is anytime we see that really old form, we're just going to change it into the form that we like. All right? And I don't even have to show you how to graph because you already know how to graph it once it's in that form. And that's going to be the nice thing today is everything I'm just about going to show you is just how to get forms into a graphing system. Okay? So you turn that. And if you want to, what's the vertex? One. Which way does it open? Up. We'll go ahead and do one just in case. -3, 1. There's the vertex. You don't need to put the little arrow pointing up. It's not for you guys. But you do need what next? You need a p-value, right? Everybody understands you got to have p. So we'll go over here and get p. 1 over 4p equals 1/16.
Teachers, pardon this interruption. Jack, we're going to do an ID check first period. Teachers, check IDs closely. If your student does not have an ID, send them down with a hall pass to office 105. Jackets, there'll be a second ID check today. If at that time you're found not wearing your ID, not wearing it in the proper location, or you do not have an ID, you will be issued a detention from office 107. So let's make sure we get that taken care of first period. There's not ever going to be any exception to this, so let's just go ahead and get our business taken care of. Also, Jackets, I want to talk to you a little bit about a fee that we charge this year, a technology fee. It is $26. This fee takes the place of most of the fees that teachers have charged in the past and is actually figured in to reduce the amount of fees that you and your parents pay. There are some exceptions with certain types of classes, but overall you will pay less in fees. Now these fees need to be paid. We will put a deadline one day next week. After that point in time, if you're an athlete or a member of a spirit group or anything like that, you will not be able to practice or play until those fees are taken care of. And this includes last year's fees. So teachers, you were sent an updated list of people on the debt list. You need to be sharing that individually with your students. That's all for this morning, Jackets. Thank you.
Where do you usually sit?
Sit over there the first week.
All right, so you're back after a long break. Mr. Blanchard, okay. Now, I got to check your temp. Then I can start teaching again. And of course, I left all that running so people that have to watch this have to suffer through the same thing y'all did. And also, there you go. Did you get your assignment turned in Saturday, Mr. Blanchard?
Yes, sir.
Good deal. Now, all right, we're back rolling. Do not use the term cross multiply here. Yeah, you can do that. 4p equals 16, p equals 4, but don't use the term cross multiply. The correct term is I multiplied by the common denominator. Everyone, I multiplied by the common denominator. Don't dare say that. That's profanity when you say cross multiply. That's math profanity. The word cancel is math profanity. It either you divided out the two numbers or you added the inverse. You didn't cancel them. Okay? So, you got to pass our lesson on profanity. P equals 4, so you count up 4. -3, 5. Focus. Count down 4. And here's where I make a mistake. I almost made it just then. We're not talking about a point. We're talking about a line. So give it the equation of a line. Y equals -3. That is your directrix. Okay? Give you your directrix. Then what are you going to do to the p-value next? Multiply it by 2. Multiply that by 2, so you get 8. And then count from the focus. Count 8 this way. And count 8 back this way. And those are called your lattice recti. And the whole catch is, your teachers last year did a real good job of getting you started on this. And that's an honest statement, because y'all came in already knowing how to find the vertex and the focus. You were just, and last year I know you probably asked your teachers, wait, how big is the opening? Well, those lattice recti really help you there, so they give you a prettier graph. All right? And that's how we deal with this form, plus a little review of yesterday. Now, we stop.